Shadim Shari. Let me shrink down this screen here, or expand it full size. All right, let's take a look at some health insurer. Look like they have found the bottom. Let me adjust this quickly. Extend the zone. It was ugly all the way to the end of the year. December 31st is right there. Basically, almost test the low of the year. Came up. If you bought the bottom, if you're brave enough, you got yourself a 10% return. I would say trim some, right? Next level to trim would probably be up there in the 410, 413 area up there. For sure. If it get anywhere near 450, GTFO, okay? If you don't know what GTFO stand for, get the F out. But let's see. Other than that, I think it looked good, right? Now, should there is a pullback in the market, I wouldn't mind, right? I wouldn't mind going back in there. I have some. I have not trimmed yet. I trim Humana because I have more Humana, and Humana came up right up there. So I did trim. I've trimmed a third of what I still have. So it's a good thing, okay? It's a good thing to not puke it out down here, literally $50 lower, 20% lower. So if you were brave and buy Humana at the key support, the key fib, the 168 fib, the 161.8 fib, congratulations. That, I'm sure that was not easy to do for anyone. But if you did, you get yourself a 20% return there. What next? Okay, for me, if you have what I'm looking for, of course, up there, right? You get the 200 confluence with the fib, as well as that white trend line coming down. Yeah, that's a GTFO moment for Humana, all right? Now, if we go out a week or two, that 200 MA is gonna come down and meet the ref low right here of 314. So I wanna put an alert right there to know that it have hit the ref. Okay, I have a trim order there, but I also want to be alert. I think my trim order is like slightly higher, like 315, but I just want to know when it's getting close. Right there, okay? So that's important. I'm not worrying about trimming at 298 or 296 area. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for up there and up there. But yeah, trust your TA, trust the process, as painful as it was, okay? UNH, wow, okay, wow. That was one of the ugliest move, and I thought for sure down here, I thought for sure on this cascade move, I thought for sure we're gonna see this white line, but we didn't see it, to my surprise. With all the bad news, all the horrific human reaction of what's going on, but TA, you had to trust the TA, right? You got to be disciplined on the TA here. The only time that I was not disciplined yesterday was ELV. I didn't have that many. I just have a handful of shares, and I said, I can hold on to that. I need to trim Humana. That's what I did. But things are trading very TA wise. Okay, so don't be foolish. For sure up there, right? 555-ish. For sure, GTFO is up here. If you get anywhere near the 100 MA, is GTFO, okay? Gotta get out up there. CI was my favorite of the bunch for a while up here, and then of course the rumor to buy Humana, right? Knock it down, and then they debunked that, and it popped again, and I feel very lucky to not buy it here. So when it came down here, right, I said to myself, oh, you know, it's back into the fill the gap zone. But then that UNH event, that United Healthcare CEO murder, but it came down to a key channel low here. So if you were brave and bought at this nice touch here, congratulations, you get yourself a 10% return so far. And fundamentally, I think this could be okay. Before I go, fundamentally, it looked really bad for Humana and Elevance. I just wish they changed the damn name, Elevance, instead of like hiding it, instead of calling it Blue Cross and Blue Shield. It's stupid, but that's my opinion. I hate using the word Elevance. Those was problematic with the fundamental when it come down to the healthcare premium. And then now fundamentally they are in better shape than United and Cigna. You know why? The drugs. Where I think Robert Kennedy Jr. is gonna have the most impact is on changing the drug reimbursements swamp that we have for the past many years, if not decades, where I believe UNH and Cigna make more money with their drug reimbursement than the healthcare. That's how big of a part of the business. That's why they got beat up more this time around on the fundamental issue compared to Elevance and Humana. Let me see. Going back 3 years, that channel, might have to go back even 5 years. Yeah. Okay. Look at that. That purple line was important, and it met and support. Now, would I buy into CI if it come back? If it come back into that checkpoint in a 270-ish, I wouldn't mind taking a flyer there. But if I was to play the put spread game, I would do way below, like do something like 260, 255. Is there juice? There should be. 260, yeah, there's some juice. If you're doing 260, yeah, 265, 260, you might get 25 cents. That's not bad for a 3 day, okay, for a 3 day. Now, if you go out next week, that should be juicy. If I go out next week, yeah, a lot of juice, okay, a lot of juice. Yeah, so, but I would say do it 260 and below, right? You want to use this last line of defense here. Even if you can do 255, 250, yeah, use the ref low as your protection, because you can't trust 262, okay? I mean, at the highest I would do is 260, 255, just to use the ref low, and this purple line is my last line of defense. But yeah, I that's the only way to play, unless it come down to twos down here, then I would consider buying a few shares. But for now, I would say ELV, Humana is the one to buy on dips, and I prefer the over UNH and Cigna. Okay, regardless, okay, this week, today, tomorrow, it's all about the PPI and CPI. I think CPI is today, PPI is Wednesday, and then of course we got the jobless claim coming up. The last jobless claim before Trump take over. So we'll see how the number will change